Hi guys, Kalmier here once again with my 500 subscriber special. And so for this special, I thought we would go ahead and watch the sunset. Okay, I'm just kidding. But I do want to thank the 500 subscribers that I do have. So my next goals are 750 and then 1,000 subscribers. I do want to give a special thanks out to DocM77. He added me to his Essentials of Minecraft Life, and so I've had a number of subscribers from his channel. If you have not watched his channel, I do suggest going ahead and taking a look at DocM77's channel. I'll link that in the description for you. He's got a lot of wonderful ideas, quite a few different contraptions used in his world as well, and he's got a definitely a unique style for aesthetics and design. So definitely check out his channel if you have not done so. So for this special, what I thought I would do is go ahead and give you a quick tour of a couple of the projects I've been working on for this special. These aren't really for efficiency or any kind of resource gathering or anything like that, but just simply stuff that's kind of nice to look at. So the first thing I've gone ahead and built is a Kalmier display, or K.E.L.P display. And this is just simply redstone torches, spelling out the letters, and then it's got blue wool around it, and I would have used black wool except for I didn't have enough ink sacks because I gathered all of this before the 1.7 patch or update. Now that 1.7 has come out, I get squid everywhere. They're in my fountain, they're in my cactus farm, they're in my mob grinder, they're everywhere. So now I have all sorts of black ink, but I've already collected the blue wool before the patch came out. So it's surrounded in blue. I've also gone ahead and added a a 5 clock to it, so now it also blinks. And on the screen, like right now, I can see that the L is off sync with the rest of it. And I've messed around with this over and over and over. The only thing I can think of is because I'm recording, there's a slight lag in the repeaters, and so it's causing it to not blink in sync with the rest of it. Whenever I do this off camera, it's in sync though. It all blinks together. So let me go ahead and show you how I built this real quick. Go ahead and turn that back off. And so I have the lever simply over a redstone dust wiring, and repeaters whenever the dust is starting to wear off. And at this end I have basically this is just a vertical redstone wiring. You have a block with a torch above it, block with another torch, and it just keeps going up, and the torches alternate because of the one below it. And so the final one on this particular wiring is on, and so that being on turns off my 5 clock. To make a 5 clock, it is simply a block with a redstone torch on it, a repeater set to the last the last tick. So this is 4 ticks plus 1 is 5 ticks, so this is a 5 clock. And then you have redstone that just goes back into the block, and then you can hook up your redstone wiring to that. So the way that this works, it just goes in a circle, and then having an extra wire go into the block that's on will turn the 5 clock off. And this is really good, especially on like servers, so that you don't have a lot of lag. It's not continuously running. Plus, if you walk away or log out and then come back, sometimes the repeater gets stuck. So this having an on-off switch helps prevent that. So let me go ahead and sleep. The bed's texture is messed up. I still don't have shears. I'm still using the Timex, which, as I mentioned, has not been updated. But for the showing off the things that I've built, it looks a lot better with this texture pack, even though shears and pistons, you can't see them. And so this is my wiring, which is pretty much all it is. This is the only mechanical aspect, is the 5 clock. Everything else is just wiring so that none of the wires cross. This is my L where it goes straight down, so I have one wire going into this block, one wire going into this block, one wire going into this block without any of them touching or crossing. Same thing for the A. This goes to the middle of the A, this goes to the bottom, this goes to the middle on this side, this goes to the middle on this side, or the top on this side. So it's all wiring. It's all just making sure none of it crosses. The hardest one was the K. Doing the straight line on the K was easy enough. You just have loops that go around into each individual block. The legs of the K were a little bit hard, but it still just as easy as the L or the L or the A. This center block of the K was actually the hardest one because it's like in between all these other blocks, and so it was kind of hard figuring out how to get that one to turn on and off. What I ended up doing was just having the vertical wiring. So this wiring actually comes from underneath rather than going straight into it. And to compensate for that, I have this delay set to 4 and then this one set to 2. So this one goes to the two torches over there. So, and then this one, well, okay, so this is 4 plus 1 delay plus 2 delays. So that's 6 delays for that one wire that goes to the middle. And then if you go the other way, this is 4 plus 2 delays gives you 6 for all of the rest of the K. And then 4 plus 2 is 6, so all the A and the L are also at 6 delays. So basically it was all syncing it up. And then for the L under here, I had to do the same thing. And what I ended up doing for this one is I've got 1 here plus 1 there, and then I've got 2 repeaters set to 4. So 4 and 4 is 8 plus 1 plus 2 is 10. So I have a total of 10 delay, or 10 ticks, which is 1 second, I believe. So basically this one is always 1 behind. When this one ticks the first time, this one stays off, but then when this one ticks the second time, this one comes on. So this is always 1 behind. So there you go. It's a bit of wiring. I'll have this in my I'll have my world available for download so you guys can actually see all of this if you want to come look at it, and you can see about trying to make your own letters. And I'm gonna go ahead and jump ahead to back to the main area, and I'll show you a couple other projects I worked there. So I will be right back. Okay guys, I'm back at the main base, and for those who were wondering where my cart actually comes out to, the station is just there's a ladder that is back behind my pickaxe monument. So that's where that was hidden originally. And so again, I'm just going to show you a couple of the projects I've been working on. The first one you guys probably saw in my previous video. It's simply a sidewalk, but it looks much better with the high def pack instead of the default texture pack. And once again, the texture pack has not been updated. I still don't have shares or pistons, but again, it looks much better than than the default. So the way that this is built is with half stones. I have lava. Anywhere I have lava, I actually used wooden half slabs so that they don't actually burn, because those are considered stone. That's why I used a pickaxe to destroy it. But the ones that are not near lava, these are still actual wood planks. For this, whenever I go up a layer, this is 2 half slabs on top of each other for that one, and then this is just cobblestone block. And then when I go up the next layer, I go back to the half slabs again. And the lava lights up the area very nicely, so I like the way that the little pot lights are in this side of the road. I'm going to have another project over on that way, but I also built some stairs that go up and over a bridge, and the bridge goes over this little stream that I've built over here. I also built this fountain. The top plus symbol made out of half slabs and the bottom plus symbol made out of half slabs keeps the lava in a straight stream so it doesn't touch the water. And then the third one down, 1, 2, 3, these half slabs, in the corner of those two, I put water sources in all 4 corners and dug holes, 3 holes in each corner as well. And since water goes towards the nearest drop off first, up to like 4 or 5 blocks away, so this flows directly to this hole and prevents it from spreading all over the place. So just a very nice fountain, and it looks really nice at night. The next two projects that I worked on, I used the pistons for just to kind of mess around, and again, these aren't anything special. The first one is a quick little bridge that goes across. Again, this texture pack does not have pistons, so I'm going to switch over real quick. Okay, so now you can actually see the pistons down in the water there. So when you step on it, now if you'll notice, the first one pops up quick and then the other two come later, but then they all drop down at the same time, and I'll show you why that happens in a second. And because there's water, a full water source on this side and a full water source on this side, when these go down, they join together and form water sources over the pistons, so it doesn't ruin the actual water. So let me go back to the other texture pack, and then I will show you how this was built. And I'll dig a hole here real quick. So the pressure plate is over this dust right here, and this dust actually activates that piston. And yes, there is a piston there, you just can't see it because of this texture pack. And that's why that one comes out first and the fastest. And then down here it comes around and it goes to these 3 delays, which are all set to the 4th tick. And the reason I have that on a long tick is that way the pistons actually stay up for a little while, giving you time to cross. And if it was longer, you may have to have a longer delay, or else they may all drop back down before you make it to the other side. And then this side is the exact same thing. I have a pressure plate up there, and it's sitting over this dust, which just runs around underneath. And go ahead and block that back off. So when you step on it, they all pop up, and then they all go down together. Alright, and so over here I've also built this fountain, and I did kind of the same thing, except for I set this to, it's a 5 clock, but it was extended with more repeaters, and I'll show you that in a little bit. So basically they just turn on and off in succession. I had it random, like all of them were on different timers. Some turned off quicker and faster than others stayed on for longer. But I didn't like the randomness. It was too disorganized. I like it better where it's like this, where it's a flow. I also had leaves in certain areas around here, changing the way that the water fell so it didn't fall straight down. It didn't work for me either. I personally didn't like it, so I got rid of all the leaves. But it's up to you if you want to do something like that. Whoops, missed. Okay, over here, again, I have vertical wiring. So my lever is right there, which goes to the dust. The dust activates these torches in a straight line upward and turns on and off this dust, which goes into my 5 clock, which is, again, longer than a 5 clock. So here's my block, here's the torch, and then I have wiring going all the way down to the first piston. And then this would be the first repeater. So that plus this repeater would be 5. That'd be 9, 13, 17. So this is a 17 clock, and then it's got wiring in between each repeater. So it goes to each of the different pistons. So it's delayed for 5, goes to the second, then it's another 4 ticks later, it goes to the third, 4 ticks later, and then when it gets to the last one, it goes and turns on or off that piston, as well as goes into the block, turning on or off that torch. And so it just goes in a circle. So again, it's same principle as a 5 clock, just extended and has redstone in between all the repeaters. So this is my little waterfall area. So I hope you guys enjoyed the tour, and I'm going to have this again in my description for downloading this the world. You guys can go ahead and take a look at all the different things I've built. And again, I want to thank all of my subscribers once again, and I hopefully will be at 750, and shortly after that 1,000 subscribers. But I'm running out of ideas, so if you guys have any like unique things you'd like seen for subscriber specials, please definitely leave a comment and I'll see what I can do. In the meantime, I want to thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next video.